Hello guys, I know you've been waiting for this video. I'm sorry for the delay. Just had to do some stuff with school, but anyway. What if Deku was Springtrap Part 7? Okay, the story will begin. And also guys, I am gonna begin the story. Cause I just make these all up in my head, so yeah. And you guys, if you want me to do like another dream one or a redo of like part 2, I can try to be more detailed with that one because you guys love part 1. So I mean, I'll make a playlist for that one for you guys. But anyway. This is going to be, actually, after this video, I might post that, I might. And also, let's see. Ah, I know, guys, like, yeah, we know, the Terminator, duh, Mr. X, duh, the X, whatever. But, guys, he's going to be that, why is Deku was the T-850? Terminator 850. Huh? And anyway. What if Deku was Jonathan? What if Tenjiro had Total's personality? Excuse me. I am hiccups. Hippity today. Anyway. So it begins with. So after Deku, well, but kids Deku, Deku's kind of more flushed. Now he has to take care of more girls. She's like, oh God, how many kids I'm gonna have? Please don't tell me I don't want to have kids yet. I know I look like I'm in my prime, but I'm like fucking like old. I'm old as fuck. Thinking in his head. Deku walking to the vehicle that he had parked. No, he had a motorcycle. Fuck it, motorcycle. And Oraka looking for him. Deku, Oraka was like, where did that guy go? Of course, Deku motorcycle is actually like Deku's in Lobit's because Lobit's actually paid for it with her cashier, and Deku's like, I'll just buy it for you. But Lobit also signed an agreement that she'd also have ownership of it. Because Lobit's a fucking genius. As Deku gets onto the parking lot, you know, some fucking jackass is trying to steal his bike. And guess who it is? Fucking Bakugou. Bakugou's like, come on, why isn't this damn thing starting? But Bakugou just liked the look of the fucking bike. He's like, I want that bike. So he tries to hotwire it. And that's when Deku just looks at him dead straight in the eyes. And Baku kind of felt something. A haunting memory of Deku. Because that face of Deku. The face of Deku, like that face. What the fuck you doing on my motorcycle, kid? And the guy, and Baku's like, oh, I'm sorry, this isn't your bike. So Baku just runs away because he still fears his past. He can't accept that he killed Deku at all. As Deku just, God damn it, he messes with the goddamn wires again. Deku's inspecting the bike. It looks pretty fine, but the wiring's all messed up. Lobit just got out of the test run or something. And Lobit comes to a motorcycle and just sees Deku messing with it, and Lobit's like, what the fuck you doing? And Karai chops Deku in the head, like, and Deku says, you're a fucking idiot, Lobit. I was fixing it. Lobit's like, what are you trying to fix? You're just breaking even more. Deku begins to explain that some kid tried to steal their bike. And Lobit's like, that would have been easier if you explained. Deku says, I was, you jackass. And Lobit's like, whatever, just get it fixed. Took about like 5 minutes to get it fixed. And started running. Deku's like, God damn. You're looking good with damn machines. And Lobit's like, oh, I also hear that you've fixed the animatronics lately. Like the toy animatronics. Like, yeah, I fixed them, alright. But it did cost a lot of money, so you gotta have to work even more for your night shift. And also, we have a big mansion, so. And Lobit's like, wait, when was this? Where do you think all the money was fucking going? It was going for the bills and everything, but I couldn't just keep living at the pizzeria. It'll ruin my reputation, you know? I was like, oh, yeah. And Deku says, gets on the bike, says, puts on the motorcycle and says, get on. Oh, it's like, okay. And of course, Elizabeth, like, she had her own personal ride for, like, her entrance exam, so. Both of them riding in the street, their motorcycle. They get to the mansion, and Loeb's like, whoa, this is a big mansion. And Deku's like, yeah, duh. And guys, if I said they had a mansion, I am sorry. If you said that, then pretend this is somewhere else. I don't fucking know. I'm tired. Anyway, Deku begins like, where is that damn Elizabeth? Elizabeth peeks up right behind him, and so like pushes him to the ground as she's kissing him. And nobody's like, you couldn't hear her? Deku grabs Lobot by the tail and makes her fall over. Just, ow, okay, ow. Fine, I guess I deserve that. Deku's like, you damn right you did. As Deku, like, tries to push Elizabeth off, but she's not budging. And of course, Carla comes in and she just yanks yanks Elizabeth, and she says, come on now. That's no way to act in public. We're actually in a we're in a rich area. What would people think? Deku's like, thank you. And Deku falls straight on his head. It's like, bleh. A few hours, because Deku's knocked out for 3 hours, so Elizabeth and Lolbit explore the place, and Carla just stays by Deku's side, and Deku has the lap pillow. He's like, Lolbit's like, not Lolbit. Oh yeah, actually yeah, Lolbit's like, oh my gosh, guys, look, I have my own room. Lolbit just grabs a piece of wood, writes her name on it, and she just hammers it with fucking nails. And Elizabeth's like, yeah, that's totally your room. And I was like, I know, right? Who would put my name up here? It's so great. And that's when Elizabeth slowly began backing away. She's like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Anyway, during the 2 hours went by, Deku in his dream, he starts having some type of, I don't know, version of himself. Like, it's kind of funny that one of us is someone like you, but we're different. We're in parallel worlds. Yes, indeed. But we can't hear him, but he can hear us. And Glitchtrap's like, yeah. And even his own Glitchtrap doesn't know. I know, right? And Dick's like, hey, fucking purple dude, you're me. And he goes, yeah, I know. Well, why the fuck are you in here? Because he wanted me in the fucking story. What the fuck you talking about? Nothing. Bitch, tell me. No. Tell me. No. Tell me. Shut the fuck up. Okay, I'll shut up. Ha, suck it. Bitch, I'll fucking get rid of you. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you too. Guys, shut the fuck up. He's waking up. And they, oh shit. Oh fuck. This should be interesting. And the guy's like, shut. This is bad, you idiot. I don't care. Well, this link is officially being, like, I'm erasing all your memories. Wait, what? Why? Yeah, why? Because I want to. But I don't want them erased. Too late, already done. And if you guys are watching this, yes, I am Glitchtrap. And my ability is actually going to parallel worlds. From, from this guy's What If, so.
I'm like saying, why am I spoiling this for you guys? Because in this world, I can control anything I want, even reality, and even different dimensions. So, those guys will have their memories erased, and even this conversation. However, he is making another part from you guys. It is coming pretty soon, so I hope you guys really liked that video. And by the way, sweetie, fuck, Vanity's coming. Okay, guys, I have to go. Oh god, okay, give me a minute. I'm sorry, guys. I just gotta find my Glitchtrap. Not my Glitchtrap, my springtrap. Deku wakes up like, what the fuck was that dream? Casey. I'm sorry, guys. Casey. That's no, I'm calling her for like. That's what our friends call her for sure, because I don't care. Claire going Freddy. Casey just floating right behind Carla. And Dick was like, what? How long have you been two staring at me? Both of them said, a while. He was like, how long's a while? They could say, 3 hours. And Dick was like, really? And they said, yeah, we had nothing else better to do. Deku gets up. He looks around the room's like, wow, we have pretty much a pretty good place here. And of course, because the mansion, I think if it is, then it isn't a new mansion. I don't know. I think I messed up my story, but whatever. Anyway. Actually, no, that's actually their new house, actually. It's their new house, and it's way bigger than the last one. Great, my controller's dead. Oh, God. Okay. Deku began to get up and said, okay, I'm going to bed. And they said, but you've been for asleep for 3 hours. And Deku says, I know, I have work in the morning and business meetings. And they begin to say, what business meetings? Okay. And Deku proceeds to say, like, I have to go in for some meetings for the pizzeria. If I don't go in, then they'll probably shut it down. I like saying, okay. Deku begins to try to remember what he's supposed to do today. And no, he didn't forget the meeting, but he's also forgetting something else. And Deku's like, whatever. And Deku decides to take a car and start the vehicle. Oh, but just popped out, just popped to the to Casey, and Lobot says, "Hey, where's Deku?" And they begin to tell her that Deku actually went out to work for his, I don't know, business meeting. And Lobot says, "Wait, business meeting? I thought he didn't have one today." And both of them like, "Well, he has work today." And they're like, "Oh." Elizabeth, like, in the fridge, she just sees a bucket of ice cream. She's like, mine. So she's been eating ice cream for like 3 hours. And when Deku like gets back, it's like he remembers what he didn't do. Deku's like, fuck, I didn't lock the fridge. And Deku's like, yeah, I'll lock the fridge when I get back and buy more ice cream. As Deku gets to his business meeting on his like motorcycle, Lobot's and Deku's motorcycle, he parks it. He gets off of it, takes out the keys from the ignition, He's walking to the building where the business meeting's happening, and Henry's trying to stall the board of directors as long as he can. But as soon as they're about to say, "Well, well, he hasn't arrived," so him, so Freddy Fazbear's will permanently be, how about this, forever closed, and this meeting will be adjourned. Now, as he's about to say, now, Deku bursts into the door, and the guy's like, "Oh, you're late. We're just discussing," and Deku's like, "Discussing what? The income that we're having, and you're trying to ruin it? Because I just came up with some budget cuts anyway." The guy's like, "Budget cuts? Well, the meeting's already..." Deku Beats explain. That says, "You didn't finish your sentence, so the meeting's not over until you say your sentence." Yeah, and Glitchtrap tells, Deku goes in his mind and tells Glitchtrap to make sure that guy doesn't talk. And the guy's trying to talk, but he can't. He can only say, "Fine, whatever." But he can't say the meeting's adjourned or done or whatever. And Deku begins to explain how he can make more money if we open another pizzeria, but the animatronics are more advanced than the old ones. And the director said, okay. Because one of the directors, well, Deku is the director, but sometimes the guy gets, really cocky and tries to take Izuku Midoriya's business. But Deku's smart. He reasoned with the guy, and he got a deal in that you can own that place. I'll give you 50% of the profits. And the guy's like, 50%? I'll go about 52%. And Dick was like, "Hey, I pay your salary roll, buddy. So if you don't like my offer, I can always give it to someone else and fire you." The guy's like, shuts his mouth. It's like, "Fine, whatever. I like your idea." And Dick, oh guys, sorry, I was not paying attention. I gotta check the time, okay. Deku begins to tell the guys that the pizza will be open there, and that's it. And these are going to be through rock stars. As Deku gets up and says, "This meeting is adjourned, gentlemen." And everyone at the board is astonished that he dismissed that perfectly, and they say, "No wonder he's the CEO of this company." Because some of the CEOs will try and plot against him, but every time he speaks, he just gets more and more non-hostile towards them. Deku begins to go down the stairs, and Henry's like, "I couldn't. If you didn't show up on time, if you hadn't showed up on time, they would have said this whole thing would be shut down, and everything we've worked for, everything you and I worked for, would be gone for." And Dick was like, "Yeah, sorry about that, Henry." And Henry's like, "Next time, be on time." And Dick was like, "Sorry, I had to do the hero course." And Henry's like, "Dude, you could have done that like months ago. Why didn't you do it now?" And Dick was like, "Well, I wanted to, but fixing animatronics consumed a lot of time, so yeah." And the guy's like, "Yeah, that is true." As Deku goes home, it's like almost past midnight, and he's been working in the pizzeria, at his pizzeria, or like doing all the papers and stuff. Deku stretches out, like, "Hey. Anyway, it's time for me to go to bed." Deku's saying. Deku gets up out of his seat, puts the papers away in his desk, puts his chair back in place. He sees walking to the door. He opens it and the door closes. And Deku said, "Freddy!" And Freddy like pops up like, "Yeah? Make sure to take care of the place for me." And the guy's like, "Sure." As Deku walks out the door, Deku sees the little bits in Deku's motorcycle. Deku gets on the motorcycle. He begins riding it towards his like new mansion. I'm guessing I made it. Yeah, his new mansion. There you go, new mansion. It's like 10 times bigger, and it's right to the Momo's estate. Momo Irose's estate. So yeah, and Deku is like still young. He's still young. He looks like a fucking 18-year-old, like a 16-year-old or 18-year-old, but he's like fucking 50. He's like like an old man. Deku proceeds to not grab, just park his motorcycle in the parking lot where his mansion is, or his garage. Because when he got home, it was like way past his fucking normal like fucking sleep routine. So Deku came back to the mansion. He was like opens the doors, like slowly closing it because animatronics have very very good hearing. And Deku's like, he sees he sees like Marionette, but she's like a little like night guard, or like a hostile thing. Deku's like, fuck, she must be looking for me. Deku slowly says, Glitchtrap, teleport me to my room. Glitchtrap does so quietly. As Deku gets towards him, he's like, okay. Deku grabs the sheets, and he pulls them up, and he goes to sleep. And now he's sleeping for that day. As Deku wakes up, it's now morning. Deku looks at the time, and Deku's like, huh, it should arrive by now. Deku like gets up from his bed, and he just notices that there's something on like touching him on his like his left hand. And it's Elizabeth wearing her nightgown, and Deku's like, fuck, when did they get here? On his left slow bit. And yeah. Yeah, Carla is on Deku's like Deku's like touching Deku's abs as she's sleeping. And Goldie is too. I'm calling Kate like Casey or Katie. I don't care anymore. I'm tired. Anyway, Deku begins to like slowly slip from their grip, and Deku slowly gets out of bed, not making a sound. As Deku grabs his clothes and puts them on, slowly and quietly, he slowly walks to the door, closes it, and he just says, because in the morning, the girls are frisky, okay? They drain Deku to the very brink of, I don't know, when you're going Super Saiyan 5 or Ultra Instinct, yeah, that's how much they drain from him. Because you guys know, everyone knows what I'm talking about, you know? And yes, they are actually extremely hot. Okay. Deku begins to walks down the hallway and then takes a left down the stairs. And he sees an envelope like in his mail slot, and he grabs it and he opens it. He's like, "Congratulations, you passed!" And of course, it's not All Might. It's Aizawa. It's like, okay, listen, you fucking you passed this class, so You win. Anyway, you wanna join the class or no? I really don't care. I want sleep, but you pass, so you've exceeded some people teachers' expectations. And of course, All Might just popped out of nowhere. It's like, yes, you succeeded, young man. Dick was like, I'm not fucking young. I'm like 50. I'm 43. I'm 40. Oh god. As Deku like gets the envelope, he slowly just puts it in his pocket and the time for the schedule. And he also sees the rest of the girls like envelopes too for one class 1A. And like say, as Deku gets back into the house, all of them like just waiting for him at the door, and Deku's like, and all of them are like, you know what time it is, right? And Deku's like, are you've all passed your exam? And they're like saying like, okay, we'll let this slide, Deku, but next time you won't be so lucky. And Deku's like, oh thank God, because I can't handle another night with you four. Because Deku's stamina would be like, I don't know, kind of like almost like a fucking robot. It's like how they never get tired, but those four extremely just drain the robot of like even moving 1 inch. Anyway, Deku proceeds to wonder. Not wonder, be more precise. Yeah, he ceased to wonder like how much is the income for being paid for being a hero. He's like muttering to himself, and they're like, and all the girls like, there he goes again, muttering as usual. Let's see, it's hey, and they're all like saying like, at least it's not fucking animatronic talks anymore, or parts, or anything, because that's all that Dego fucking talks about sometimes. They're like saying, "Okay, we get it. Could you just shut up? Because we'd all like to go pretty soon." And Deku sees that they'll be going tomorrow. And Deku says, "Well, I guess we're going tomorrow to go see our classmates in class 1A." And if you guys like hearing that's that's like a vent in my room. Yeah, like that. As Deku slowly like goes to bed, not goes to bed, but he starts like working out because Deku like working out. He's like in springtrap form. He's like, he got his pairs of chips. He's like, oh. And there's a camera in his like in the workroom, like in the there's a camera in the workout area, and Deku's like, God damn, who stole that shit? As Deku's like eating a bag of chips, like that's the one you see right here. This is like him like sitting on the bench, just like eating them. Actually, how fucking old are those chips? Those they would be like fucking 88 years old, I believe. No, 30 years old, yeah. Let's see how long this video is. I'll make it just a bit longer. Because you wouldn't want to see Dick like this, right? No. Now you want to see like Dick like just like, oh, I'm too hot. I'm too fucking hot because I'm on fire. That does not make any sense, but whatever. As Deku, not the envelope did say that they have to be arrived on that time like at like 3 p.m. and it's like actually 2 p.m. And Deku decides like, okay, I'm gonna teleport us there, but y'all better get dressed. And they're like saying fine. All of them decide to get dressed. All of them are getting dressed. Of course, Deku's already dressed. He's already ready for school. And like saying, but and Elizabeth's like, I don't want to go to school again. Freedom was so fun. And Carla's like, well, I kind of want to go to school again. I want to learn. And it was like, yeah, I know, but I hate it. You have to study, and it's hard. And Casey's like, yeah, but she's like floating up into here. It's gonna be fun. And Nobu's like, I actually have never been to school. And I'm like looking at Lobo. It's like, how have you never been to school? Lobo begins to explain like, well, I don't know. I don't have any memories from my childhood. And they say, what's 2 plus 5? And Lobo's like, 7. And like, okay, you know math, so you'll be fine in that class. As Deku begins like say like it took him like 25 minutes to get changed. And like saying, okay, so where are we teleporting? Deku says just hold on to like grab his shoulder, and all of them just like grab all the girls grab his shoulder, and he teleports them to the class. He teleports them to UA's like the entrance. As they're like, wow, this is a really big school, and Deku's like, yeah, thank goodness I came here before. And like saying, all the girls like, wait, you came here before? And Deku begins to explain like Glitchtrap told me this, and I asked him to explore it for me so he can give me this some details about it, and probably a picture. He did give me a picture, but it was almost burnt. And like saying, why was it almost burnt? Because he had to literally break into the class, like UA's system, and they caught him snaking a snapshot of the school, and he almost got caught. So yeah, we're not doing that again. And Clips was like, fuck yeah, that was too much fucking hard work. I still have nightmares. The security system is no joke. I know I can glitch through things, but I can't glitch through that amount of software. It's like, I think someone has a hack, like, a programming quirk, because that shit was fucking difficult as fuck. It took me like a fucking 5 fucking hours to get to this fucking thing, and Dick was like, "Okay, Glitchtrap, calm down. You know, it's over. You're fine." Because like hug Glitchtrap's like, Gift was like crying in the corners, like, "I get so fucking hard." And Dick was like, "Oh fuck, I think that guy broke Springtrap for once, not Springtrap, like Glitchtrap." As both of them begin walks to the entrance. Yeah, they're walking to the entrance, and all the fucking guys are like fucking looking at fucking them. No, not fucking the with them. Why would I say that? Everyone's looking at Deku and the girls. The boys looking at the girls and the girls looking at Deku because like all saying like, why would they be interested in a guy like him? He's like nothing special. And Deku doesn't look that handsome, but he has his like kinks because he's still got a baby adorable face. A cinnamon roll. Fucking cinnamon roll. And of course, some of the guys, like, as soon as Deku said that my class is 1A and what's your classes, and all of them just said class 1A, and the girl's like, and Deku's like, wait, really? And they're like, yeah, that's our class. And I guess we're with you. And they begin to say, I guess we can't part ways then. Because not in this, oh, fuck. Not even the universe wants us to be separated. There you go. As Deku walks to he says, "I think the class is this way, girls, because they're in the school now." And Deku tells the girls to follow him. He thinks he knows it, and Deku is right. He was the first one. They were the first ones at class. But the girls wanted to explore, and Deku's like, "Okay, I'll just be sitting here then." Deku sees to pull up the chair and just decide to just lean on the wall, like being the cool badass he is. Deku will be sitting there for like a few hours. So anyway, Elizabeth goes around the school. It's like, whoa, what is this? The guy gets explaining like, well, this is my build, my quirk ability. She's like, oh, so that's pretty handy. And the guy's like, it could even be more handy if you go out on a date with me. And Elizabeth's like, nah, I already have a boyfriend. And the guy's like, who's your boyfriend? And she says, it's the kid you just saw that went in class 1A. And the guy's like, that kid? He's scrawny as hell. That's a lie. That is a fucking lie. Because Deku, he made fabric clothes that would like make sure his muscles would like not show. But in reality, he's fucking buff. He's more buffer than All Might. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger built, but not Arnold Schwarzenegger built. And Deku proceeds to. He is a bit taller, and his muscles are showing, but they're not as big as everyone's thinking. Because he has like those types of like that kind of muscle. Because imagine that was a fully human hand. Yeah, that big fucking muscles. I know. Casey and Car are clear. Carla. Carla, there you go. Carla and Casey begin like Casey not knowing because Casey always has to. Casey, okay. Casey's quirk because she can't deactivate her quirk from floating, so it's always active. But she can turn it off whenever she wishes, but she just says she can't turn it off because she just wants to rub in people's faces. And of course, one of the guys are like, "God damn, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be, let's see, who's gonna be the fucking Mineta and probably Bakugou. Yep, Mineta and Bakugou are trying to hit on Degu's girls.
Okay. Deku Casey begins to like just be sitting on like the edge on top of the school, and Carla on the left of her, and then it's like looks at Carla and Casey's boobs, and like not Casey, Casey and Carla's boobs, and like, and then I was like, I hope they're my class. He's like imagining disgusting things. Okay, if someone makes a what if Mineta was, what if Deku was Mineta? I'll vomit. I will literally vomit. Whoever made that video, I will personally go to your house and I will strangle you until you die. I mean, who wants to see that stupid what if? What if Deku was Mineta? Hell no. Anyway, as the bell rings, Bakugou bumps into Car, yeah, Carla. Carla. Yeah, Carla. Deku bumps into Carla. He looks at her eyes. They're like, it's like the marionette's eyes. Like there's like the like tears, but yeah, she has them. But she's not crying. They're just permanently on her like face. And Deku's like, I dig a girl's tattoos. He begins like trying to, gosh dang, pin her up to a wall. And that's when Casey like teleports right behind Bakugo, and he grabs one of his hands, and she says, "Sorry, buddy, she's taken." And the guy's like, "I'm guessing you two are lesbians." And Bakugo's like, "You two are like love each other," and they both say, "Yes, we do, but we love someone even more." And who is that? And they begin to say, "Springtrap." And Bakugo's like, "Oh, who the hell is Springtrap?" And both of them didn't want to say it because it would shock Bakugo. And it's like, "You'll know soon, Bakugo Katsuki." And Bakugo said, "I didn't tell you my name." And they just said, "Well, someone told us a long, long time ago." As Casey like teleports Carla to the class, Elizabeth just arriving back. Lolbit is just right next to Deku, just like you know what? She's out of dress, just sleeping like. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get your pirate. I'm gonna get the gold. For some fucking reason, she just says that. And this is where the entrance examining. Aizawa gets to class first, and Horako's late. He's just, I'm sorry I'm late, teach. And Aizawa says, you just a bell, like you, that was the first bell, but you made it on time. Everyone's in class. Ida notices that Deku's not sitting in his desk, and he's like, "Sir, that student's not sitting in his desk." And Aizawa says, "I don't. Well, I don't really care. So, whatever." And he says, "But he's breaking the rules." And Deku says, "I ain't breaking any rules, buddy. I'm not just. I just do not want to sit at my desk. So technically, I'm not breaking the rules, and you're just a tattletale." And Aizawa says, "That is a good fucking roast, buddy." But whatever. Anyway, Aizawa said that, by the way, not me. Aizawa begins to explain, like, we're going to test out your physical abilities. Do I really need to explain it at this point? Do I really need to explain it? Of course, Mina and Irozu and Oraka want to talk to Elizabeth, Claire, Casey, and Carla. And as the boys begin walking down to the change room, Elizabeth and all the girls begin talking. And they're like saying, like, and they say, like, so, what are you, Claire, do you like anyone in class 1A yet? Or Elizabeth, no, wait, no, Elizabeth says that. And all like, no, we don't. We just got here. And it was like, oh, yeah. And the girls from class 1A, because, you know, the FNAF girls, like the FNAF ships, you know, I'm just gonna, you know. And the girl's like, well, do you know why? Well, who are you interested in? And Elizabeth says, well, I already have a boyfriend. And they're like, but you're so young. And like Elizabeth's like, yeah, I know, so. And they're like, okay, that's not making sense. As Deku gets to the fucking, as Deku gets to the change room, all the boys are like laughing at him. It's like, look at those scrawny muscles. And Deku's like, you do know that this whole thing is actually suppressing my fucking physical strength, right? And the guy's like, prove it. Deku sees taking off his shirt. No, he takes off his jacket. He takes off his shirt. And then his whole body begins like instantly buff. And like, fuck, he wasn't joking. Because that the clothing is actually a suppressant that Nightmare made for him, so it would suppress his power, so people wouldn't, you know, fucking say like, oh, you're so strong, what a fucking weirdo, you fucking villain, yeah. I don't fucking care. Anyway, as Deku gets to the fucking entry to the thing, Ida says, Ida tells Aizawa that kid was wearing clothing, like specifically made clothing just to hide his physical appearance. And Aizawa looks at Deku like fucking muscles look like Arnold Schwarzenegger's fucking beefcakes. And Aizawa says, I would understand, but Ida, we don't judge people by appearance. We judge them by physical strength, by the person. No, we don't judge them by physical strength. We judge them by personality and characteristics. And yeah. Anyway, since Actually, Elizabeth scored the highest score, and Deku's like, of course you did. And Aizawa was like, oh, it seems we have a tie between Deku and Elizabeth. And Carla and Casey and Lolbit? Who the fuck's Lolbit? And Lolbit like pops up behind like Aizawa, was like, hi. And she's like, where the fuck were you? You weren't in my class? And Aizawa and Lolbit says, yeah, I was. My name's down there, look. Aizawa looking at his notes. He flips them on his like clipboard. He sees the student's name, but some idiot ran out of ink, so he had to write the person's name on the back of the sheet, and it said Lolbit here. And Aizawa's like, I'm a fuck. Wow, I really should inspect some things like very, very closely. But anyway, here's your physical attributes. So since U5 actually, like, your physical like, things are like not even fucking can't be measured. You actually guys are free to go. And Dick's like, yeah. Wait, what? And I says, yeah. I watched both your entrance exams, and yeah, I remember now because you guys passed everything, so the physical actually does not apply to you. So you guys can actually take the day off school. And the customer is like, what? How come they get to take off the day at school? And Isaac begins to explain like they're stronger than even you guys. So yeah. And Bakugou, when you looked at that face, it reminded him of Deku, but more calm and wise. And of course, fucking Mineta grabbed Deku's clothes and burnt them like the ones that were restraining his physical strength. Because Nightmare made him from magic. But fire. Well, no. Well, I'm going to say fire is his weakness. Deku's weakness, to be honest. No, yeah, I'm going to make it his weakness. But it just has to, like, physically burn Deku's, like, entire body. Like, the Nightmare form, when he turns to Nightmare Bonnie, or Nightmare Springtrap, he has, like, fucking resistance unmeasurable to fire. But being in nightmare mode drains him like a lot of energy, so he doesn't really want to use that. He only uses it as a trump card in case of a last desperate attack, in case he had to waste all his energy. Anyway, guys, if you guys like this story, I would really appreciate if you hit the like button, just smash the fuck out of it. I wouldn't really care. But if you guys want to see more of this, I'm down for it. But I want to show you guys something first. Yes, I know who gets the first fucking app, but I make the pictures from this, so yeah. Okay, let me get this first. That literally This is my new Terminator one. If you guys like it, I will use it. I think I kind of fucked up here for this picture. Don't know why that's there, but if you guys like that design, I will be down for making that my thing. So anyway. And of course, we have death. I know, terrifying, right? This is my springtrap, guys. From Gacha Club, and yes, I actually made some with it shit, so yeah. Anyway, I'll get back to the story. I want to end it here, but I don't want to end it at the same time. Yep. That's me just shaking some fucking Tic Tacs. Anyway, guys, I will continue this still. But anyway, as Deku's leaving, going to the change room, he notices that someone burnt his clothes. As Baku and Mineta, and Deku's full on pissed. Oh, he is pissed as fuck, boy. and Deku's like, Deku has the fucking ability to see someone's actions in time. So Deku slowly, around the time, and he sees Mineta and Bakugou burning his shit as they're leaving to the thing, and Deku's like, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I just lost my clothes, but it's fine. I'll just go get a fucking jacket then. Deku says to Springtrap, Springtrap, not Springtrap, Glitchtrap. And Glitchtrap appears, and Glitchtrap's like, what do you need? I need clothes. And Glitchtrap's like, I'll be out right there. And clothes just start to appear. And a hoodie and a shirt. Deku's putting those clothes on as the boys get back. Bakugo and Mineta are like, how the fuck did he get clothes? Because Bakugo and Mineta are not a thing. They are not friends. They just agreed on one thing and they agreed to do it, and they never want to say that they ever worked together. Well, Bakugo didn't want them to work together. Of course, when Deku was about to leave, he sees him he sees Mineta spying on the girls and his girlfriends, and Deku slowly begins to tap Mineta. He taps Mineta's shoulder, and Deku's giving him that fucking death glare. And Mineta's like, it was all for the sake of humanity. And Deku just fucking kicks Mineta in the fucking face. And Mineta has a nosebleed, and Deku's like, for the good of humanity? Bullshit, you damn pervert. Deku sees to grab a pencil and put it in the hole, and he snaps it. So no one could pull it out, and only the girls would pull it, only the women would pull it out on the other side. And they're all like, okay. What the fuck just happened? And Juno's listening and says I will kick your ass again, buddy. I'm not afraid to. And Deku slowly leans to the wall and just whispers to the wall. It's like, I know you can hear me, Juno. Juno backs away from the wall, and she's like, but how could he hear me? How could he know I was using my quirk? Because Deku's he has the rabbit ears. He has good goddamn hearing. Because he's also an animatronic. And yeah, Deku just wanted to stay in class because he just didn't want to have the day off of school. So yeah. Anyway, guys, but hey, what about Araka? Yeah, she apologized already. She said thank you for saving me, and Deku just no problem. Anyway, that's probably gonna be it for this video. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Yes, and Bakugou is gonna be pretty shocked pretty soon. And yes, in the next one, he is gonna talk to Bakugou. Deku is gonna talk to Bakugou.